So as a working mom, I think a lot of conversations lately have been centered around work-life balance. And I think I'm concluding that that might not be 100% attainable or realistic. I think personally for me, I'm always working towards that. But do I think there's ever a picture perfect balance? Do I think that, I'm going to have it figured out and everything's going to run smoothly every single day? Definitely not. Personally, in my business, I don't work somewhere 9 to 5. So everything is different every single day. I'm literally looking at my calendar every day and thinking, where can I fit this? When will I do this? In between a pickup and a drop off, who's going to watch who when? That's kind of what my week looks like, or my day to day looks like. And I think I have to come to terms with, and I think other moms can come to terms with, that we're never going to be perfect, that we're never going to have a set perfect schedule for our kids, and that we're doing the best that we can do. In my job, I think one of the best things that I can look at is saying, like, I need to learn to be flexible, or I can be flexible, because at the end of the day, I have appointments that are set, but if I wake up and a kid is sick, that's where I need to be, and I need to learn to be flexible and to roll with that and prioritize differently. So for me personally, a lot of guilt that I carry, I think relates back to the type of work that I do in the business that I'm in, because I don't go to a job that I'm there 9 to 5 every single day. My schedule is different every day depending on my clients and my appointments and things like that. So technically, I could physically be at every single function for my kids. But sometimes I have to make those hard decisions and decide, if I've set an appointment with somebody else, I'm not going to be able to go on the field trip. I could cancel that, but there's a lot of times where I won't, and I don't, because if I want to continue to grow my business and be successful, I have to draw the line somewhere. So I definitely experience that guilt a lot, especially with my children, specifically my oldest, who likes to give me a hard time, and kind of give me those guilt trips. And I have to have those conversations of, I have to work. And I think for me, I feel guilty because, do I really have to work? No. But if I want to continue to grow my business and stay on task, there are times where I need to make those hard decisions. And then on the flip side, there are a lot of times where, my work does have to take a back seat and I need to put my kids first. I think one thing that I'm trying to learn, even though there's no perfect work-life balance, that I need to be more flexible. I personally am a very schedule routine person. So that's very hard to kind of, be flexible or go off schedule on a day-to-day basis. But if I wake up and a kid is sick and that's where I need to be, that's where I need to be. And I either need to, put work aside, or I need to make sure someone else is covering that so that's continuing to run. So making those decisions as well, and hoping that your clients understand that you do have a family and that you do have a personal life and you have children, and you can't always be there 100% of the time, and you're doing the best that you can do. So I think at the end of the day, like I said, I don't think there's ever going to be a perfect work-life balance, but I do think it's helpful if you're constantly working to achieve that, because for me personally, that helps me to stay organized and to stay on task. But I have to remember that I still need to be flexible. Things are still going to change day to day. It's never going to be perfect, but we're always working towards that ultimate goal, which keeps, as much sense of organization in our schedules as much as possible. So to learn more about myself and the projects I'm working on, head over to meredithtomlinson.com.